Okay, we're live. It's me, Commander Baron von Zubski, coming to you across the intergalactic interstellar relays once more. What are we doing? Well, we're doing a little bit of exploration in the bubble, and taking a look at some interesting places. So at the moment, I'm just kind of scanning.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's what I'm doing.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get this system. So we're in a system called Call 285 sector RYHC1027, whatever that is. And we're just trying to get it mapped. And that's what we're doing right now. So if you're here watching, come and say hello in the chat. I'd love to hear what it is that you're up to. Let me know. Okay, we got that one. Let's go for another one. You know, I took this scanner, I took a long range scanner, but the option was also there for a quick scan. Maybe I should have taken the quick scan, I don't know. Oh, did I not scan another place? Right, okay. Come on, scanny scan scan. Come on. Okay, there we go. Right, got a rocky body there. There we go. Yes, it's pretty straightforward. A nice pretty planet. There we go. That's easy enough. Right, how many have I done now? Let's see. Oh, we've only got a few more to do. Okay, cool. So if you've not done so already, come and say hello in chat. Tell us what you're up to. And we're going to talk about some theories, some wild theories actually, of something I've been getting into recently. About Sunil and something called the Circle of Independent Elite Pilots, and a book called And Hear the Wheel, that is you can buy it from the Frontier store, which means that technically it is canon, it is part of the lore of the game. So I'm really interested about it, so I started reading it. It's not a book I've read before, so this should be fun. But it seems to link into something that I've been looking into anyway, to do with Elite's lore and the secrets that Elite has to give. And it turns out that actually this is far more interesting than I thought it was. Far more interesting. Because quite often, you know, you don't get the official word from Frontier, or indeed anybody else who's produced this information, and on this occasion we do. So, you know, I'll be talking about that. Jade! Hello, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. We've not seen you in ages, mate. How you been? I've been just fine, mate. Yeah, we're searching for Rakeil. Do you know anything about Rakeil? Have you heard about Rakeil before? Enlighten you. Oh my god, how much time do you have? Okay. So, in a previous version of the game, I think it was Elite 2, which I believe that Kaithine is playing at the moment, there was a book that came with the game called The Dark Wheel. And in this book it talks about a mythic planet that is supposed to exist in the universe. And in this planet, it is a place called Rakeil, and it's supposed to have lots of nice, snazzy riches and untold gold and untold information that would help anybody who was there. And it's something that people have been searching for in the game for so long now. Ever since the game's come out, people have been wondering whether or not Rakeil exists. And we've had kind of confirmation from people in Frontier to say that it's there, but nobody has found it yet. So the leads that I've been following up are leads that directly come from an organization called the Dark Wheel. Now the Dark Wheel sit in a place called Shinrata that you can only get to if you're elite in things. Yeah, I think I've explored everything in this system. Great, fantastic. So let's go and have a look at this. Here we go. So yes, so the Dark Wheel are actively searching for Rakeil, and at one point in the game they actually give you, that's interesting, they actually give you missions where you're looking for, you know. Claude, I'm good. How are you? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. We're talking about Tin Hattery, theories, strange goings on, because I'm doing a little bit of exploration around Soonhill and the relic of Soonhill, the whole idea of the relics behind Soonhill and where they came from. That's currently what I'm investigating. So, yeah. And part of that story is that the Dark Wheel kind of split off into two tangents, and one of those tangents went looking for something called Soonhill, and they found it, and they set up the tangent that found Soonhill was called the Circle of Independent Elite Pilots. How do we know this? Because they're in a book. They're in a book called And Hear the Wheel. And this book, which I will show you in a moment, is in the Frontier store, so it's all official law, it's all official and above board. And it talks about a great deal of information in this book about what Soonhill, the system of Soonhill, looks like. And other things too that are really interesting in the game that don't seem to be here. So it talks about Soonhill being a place where a purple star, a brown dwarf, but Soonhill in the game doesn't have a brown dwarf. It has an M, normal, yellow planet, star. So there's a lot of misinformation between what's in the book and what's in the game. And I'll show you the book. I mean, I'll put a link up to the book itself so you guys can see it. It exists and everything. You can buy it at the Frontier store. So, you know, I'll post that up for you so you can take a look. What's really interesting about this is that they kind of asked on the forums what's going on. You know, they kind of said, you know, that it doesn't make sense, all this information, you know, that's these questions that we have about it. And the author replied. He actually came online, John Harper, and replied to everybody. And you know, there's a link here which I'll send to you so you can see. And in his replies, he actually says, yeah, the secrets in the game that have not been revealed yet. And you know, where those secrets are and what they are is not something that has been told yet. So straight away that's got me thinking, oh, that's interesting. So what I am doing, I'm kind of tracing some lines of things that have happened in the book, of some of the characters and what they do in the book. And I'm going to be searching around Soonhill and having a look, because I don't think Soonhill is Soonhill. And if it's the case, it means somebody has manipulated the maps and put it somewhere else. And that's really important, because my theory for Rakeil is that it's not on a map. My theory for Rakeil is that it exists somewhere else under a different name, and it's just trying to figure out when and where it was discovered. So yeah, that's my Tin Harry, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing a little bit of exploration. I'm going to be mapping these systems as I go along, and I'm pretty much prepared to talk about anything that you guys want me to talk about. Da. 55 million jade. Isn't that enough for a python now? Aren't they about 52? How much is a python nowadays? Or are they about 56? Oh, not that one. Oh, so you are going to buy it at one of those Lee Ryu places, aren't you, though, Jade? Yeah, you know where they get you 10% off. Yeah. Hey Swifty, how are you? You okay? Swifty's right. If anybody wants to click the like button, that'll do wonders for both my ego and indeed the reputations of my my elite shenanigans, as they say. I'd be very, very grateful. Yes, freedom! Nice one, Swifty. How's your sunburn, mate? You were knackered yesterday, weren't you? Something going on there. Hello, Steve. What have you missed? You've not missed anything, Steve. We're talking about something that you mentioned in your comment, actually, the other day on the video that I was looking at, and Hear the Wheel. And we're having a good look round to see if we can find more information about Sunil, and where it really is, and not the farce that is the system that is currently in game. S-Jam, my god, man, I don't speak to you in ages. Good to see you back. Welcome to the stream. 55.7 million. Oh, thank you very much. And then you need to outfit it. Yes, you do, yes. But just having it allows you to make more money. So that's the good thing about the Python. It's that useful a ship that, you know, your step up from whatever you were in, suddenly, you know, you can begin to then slowly outfit it as you go along. But yeah, always go to one of those Lee Ru-young, I can't bloody name, what's the name of him now? Lee Yu-ru, whatever his name is, you know. No, I am not in open, Kylie, I'm in a private group. Why'd you ask? Asking for a friend, yeah. So Steve, you're saying that is the system? Okay, so are they saying that what's in that book is all rubbish? No, I know that. I know that in the book they turn it into a volcanic mess, yeah? But the description in the book of the system of Sunil is not the same as what is in-game. So, is that because they made a mistake? I mean, John Harper says that he based it on the information that was given to him from Frontier, but we don't know for certain if that's the case. You know, if they really did or didn't. How soon till you find Rakeil? I don't know, dude. I'm searching. I'm looking. All right. I'm mapping right now. I'm mapping all these systems around places that are in this book. So that's what I'm doing.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Do you mean boom boom? Okay, what do we get this place?
Disengaged.
Oh, 8 new objects, fantastic. It is, Steve. It is. And I'll show you why. And to answer your question, S-Jam, this is the book we're talking about. So that book, because it exists in the Frontier store bookstore, it's lore. So that is a book about a story about some pirates who find a discovery, and they find something about something called the CIEP, or SEEPs as they call them. Yeah, SEEPs or KEEPs, is however you want to pronounce it. And it stands for Circle of Independent Elite Pilots, and they are a offshoot or a separate part of the Dark Wheel. And they have supposedly, according to rumour and conjecture, and this has all been verified, they have apparently at some point had contact with the Thargoids over a planet that they call Sundil, and that at some point they find it and they have a base on it, and it's apparently it's quite well documented what the planet looks like, but it gets destroyed, it gets blown up. Loop, oh yeah, Loop of Shame, yeah. So it gets destroyed, it gets nuked, but SEEP is still out there. The Circle of Independent Elite Pilots, they're still out there somewhere apparently, and the planets that they are talking about with the Thargoids sound very much like Rakeil. So yes, it's very interesting, and it's good because Michael Brooks, who was writing, basically, was the lore master for Elite Dangerous at the time, you know. Well, we don't know. We don't know, Steve. I mean, John Harper says, because at one point during the book, he pretends to be somebody else. And he says his name is Ryder, yeah, and that is hinted at that he is in fact one of the Riders. So it's certainly implied in the book and in the conversations later on the forums that he is one of the Riders, yeah, but we don't know for sure. Michael Brooks, the guy who literally runs the story for Elite, or did, he doesn't anymore. He's left now. He's now running the story for the Jurassic Park game, the Jurassic Lost World game, in Frontier, and he says that officially nobody has ever actually had contact with the Thargoids and discussed things. That's not to say that unofficially. That's not to say that unofficially contact hasn't happened. Okay, and that is kind of verified here. So straight from Michael Brooks's mouth, so to speak, he says, you know, what story in JP? Sorry, I don't. What's JP stand for? You lost me there, Swifty. Oh, Jurassic Park. Well, alright, yeah, alright, I get it. Yeah, but there is lore there. There is lore information there. So, you know. It's early days yet, Swifty. Kaithina! All hail the goddess! Once upon a time, there was a clever girl. Have you found Rakeil yet? No, we are actively searching, Kaithina. That is what we're doing. So at the moment we're looking at a book called And Hear the Wheel, and in that book it's supposed to have one of the Ryder brothers finding information out about Rakeil, finding out that the Dark Wheel have at some point spoken to the Thargoids, of all people. In fact, I can actually read you what it says about that, because that's quite interesting when you read it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, so in the book, this is a direct quote from the book. It says, the Admiral nodded. From a bygone age indeed. They never found Rakeil, so he's talking about the Dark Wheel, yeah? He says they never found Rakeil, but they found something else. He activated the holo projector and a map of the galaxy materialized before him. Neither of you were born at the time, but when the Thargoids made their first peaceful contact, an interspecies convention facility was established. In the initial meetings, the Thargoids mentioned a lost world, a world that they had once colonized and where they had completed amazing technical work, a world that even to them held an aura of magic, but they lost contact with the world and were unable to find it again. Covert surveillance recorded them discussing whether to ask humanity for help, though ultimately they didn't respect or trust us enough. When we translated the covert recording, the name of the planet was Soontil. So, Soontil, which in the book is supposed to have been nuked by what is the main character, who might be a Ryder, we don't know. It could be a Ryder. At one point he pretends to be somebody else and he says his name is Ryder. When they asked the author, was that just coincidence? The author kind of winked and went, "Ma, secrets, ma," you know. So yeah, so we think that the Ryder's been involved with this, which is really important because the Riders are supposed to have found Rakeil at some point. Yeah, their link and connection with Rakeil is very strong. But the first time, this is all really interesting because it comes directly from a book that is in the well, not the first time, you know. Oh, we're going to need a bigger dose of onion head. I couldn't agree more. We definitely just need a bigger bow. So at the moment, I can't. It's all kind of up in the air. I'm trying to make head to tail of it. It's worth saying that this John Harper didn't really respond to these questions until the beginning of this year. You know, how do you lose a whole planet exactly? Yeah, something's gone on. Somebody's done something, and the Dark Wheel are trying to get it back. Now this is really important because CIEP, we've seen it. We've seen the CIEP in the game in a tourist beacon, the Circle of Independent Elite Pilots, which is what most people think that it stands for, is actually in the game. You can go and see the tourist beacon that tells you about the CIEP secret base. Yeah. And if that is the case, they are supposed to have as their symbol the elite symbol, and underneath it has some letters in Latin, which is apparently says the Dark Wheel in Latin. Yeah, and if that is the case, one must wonder just how closely linked to the Federation of Pilots they are, because officially the symbol you see, the elite symbol, which is the logo of Elite Dangerous, is the elite logo that comes from the Federation of Pilots. So, yeah. I'd love to be in the circle, Kaithina. Sign me up. Tell me where Rakeil is. So a lot of connections, a lot of links, a lot of speculation, and that is why I'm calling this particular stream Tin Hattery, because it is all up in the air. It's anybody's take, all of this. Anybody's take. Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. So, you know. It is of the guy. It is. It's a smaller faction that holds influence with the Pilots Federation. What I'm wondering is just how much influence they have with them. There we go. We got all those places. So now we're going to jump to a place called Broman. Fantastic. Lovely. Yeah, I think you're right, Steve. I mean, if you read some of the tourist beacons from Shinrata, they're very strange. They're very strange indeed. You know, they talk about how the Pilots Federation uses misinformation to make people unaware that Shinrata even exists. You know, it's really interesting stuff.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again.
Okay, let's have a look. Well, it's not the first time. It's not the first time that that's been mentioned, Steve. Yeah. You know, we've been talking about for a great amount of time now that whoever has done this has had to have the power to hide this. And the big top people that we talked about the club, we've talked about the Federation, we talked about the Empire, we talked about even the Alliance. You know, they've all got the sway to do this, but you've then got to look independently from those people. So who are the independents? Sirius Corporation. They make the frameshift drives, so they got the capability to hide this stuff because they can change what's in the software of the drives. And then you've got the Palace Federation. They've certainly got the clout to make this, you know, change. You know, are the Palace Federation the club? I certainly think they're tied to them. I think that there's a big involvement there. You know. Oh look, we got some tourist things here. Let's go have a look at those. There should be a planet called Dude World. Oh bugger, I think I've overdone it. Right, there we go. What a nice planet. Look at that ice cap there. Look at that. Cold, cold, cold. Must be bloody freezing on that planet. You'd like that planet, Swifty. It's full of goats. There we go. Let's drop in and have a look. God, that's gonna be the shittest tourist spot beacon I've ever seen. Just incubating a raptor. It's 15 credibility streets. The Battle of Villist took place in orbit around the planet and was really a series of smaller battles. Many pilots lost their lives in the engagements. Yes, that was most interesting. Thank you. Yeah, let's go have a look at this. I'll tell you what, it's a nice planet though, that, isn't it? Look at that. Let's go have a look at that. Look at that, that is good. What a good picture that is. Hey? Is that a storm? Can I see a storm? Is that a storm? That's so cool. I'm taking pictures.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. The remains of Imbrium City. Sounds interesting. Come on. Bloody planet slowing me down. So what's everybody up to in game? Or are you not playing Elite? Are you playing something else? There we go. Alright, here is the site of what was once Imbrium City, now a mass grave which marks the bombing of Villist. Oh wow, it's a bit scary, isn't it? Oh, great, it's at night. Isn't that delightful? Are there any others here? Okay, let's fly towards this place and might get any more of there here. If not, we're going to head back towards Soontil and start doing some exploration around Soontil itself.
1. Engage.
Got there. Ding! Welcome to Goth. Please make sure that your white powder makeup sets are in the upright position. And remember, in the event of a accident that forces a crash landing, to assume the correct position with both hands placed over your chest in a cross-like manner. Tigster, good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a little exploration here. I'm going to take a look at Soontil again and try and figure out if we're missing the plot on something here. Is there more information here than meets the eye? Yeah. You two got pet names for yourself? Oh, right, I thought that Tigster was calling Kaithina Kai then. Is that your like pet name for her? Has Kaithina got a secret pet name we don't know about? Okay. So I can't see any other quotes or anything around here. So I think we must be pretty safe. So we're going to head back towards Sunil now. There you go. Look, it's bloody miles away. Look. Okay. We'd like to do this the fastest route, please. Not economical, because that'd be like 90 jumps or something like that. Okay. Let's go, go, go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, Niko! How you doing?
4,
No time to see.
2, 1, engage.
Been a long time, my friend. I haven't spoken to you in ages, mate. That's crazy, Tigster. Oh, can we explore this place? This place looks interesting to explore. 8 new places. Okay, it's good. We can do that. Okay, so we're going to scan this place. There we go. Got them. Oh, need to speed up to get to that place. Okay. Have I been keeping the galaxy safe? I wouldn't say safe. I've been keeping it busy. That's for sure. Yes, I like that, Kathina. Do you know Kathina, that must look pretty good in VR? Am I right? I bet that looks pretty amazing in VR, right? There we go. Start scanning. So now what we're doing is we're doing a bit of exploration. I'm now officially actively searching for Rakeil. Yeah. So I'm following up leads and following up information I've been reading about. I'm actually reading books, elite books now, trying to get my head around things that might be going up, you know. Everybody's fine, mate. Everybody's okay, yeah. I don't play with the Magpie Mafia guys very much nowadays. They tend to play other things. Oh, that's good news, Kathina. That's exactly what I would have thought it'd be like, you know. Tigster's bought a clipper, yeah. It's blowing things up. They're all good, though. Everybody's good. I still see Powers, and I still see Mem, GXSR. Yeah, they're all good. Kreid's on there still, and Mordu is still there, you know, and he's they're still playing, but they're playing other games now, so I don't get to play with them very much. Because I still play Elite, so you know. Yeah, I think they just... I think that, well, there was a lot of negativity, weren't there, Nightcore, you know? There was a lot of negativity with when Beyond came out, and I don't think some people have recovered from it, you know? There we go. Okay. Found that. Right. Okay. So we're going to explore all of this and then take a look at it in the system map and see if there's anything that stands out. I feel like a bit of football night. Gaithina, I mean, I'll tell you what my gripe was. Yeah, and it's a perfectly valid one. But you have to understand that I'm over it now. So I'm only saying this to answer your question. I'm not really, you know, griping on about the game because it's kind of fixed now. But as soon as the 3.0 dropped, I sped out to the Guardian sites to have a look at the new Guardian sites, and I started doing the new Ramtar mission, and I was like, there's 28 of them, 28 places you have to go, the 28 obelisks you have to scan, you know, and I did about 16. I was 16 in, and that's a fair amount of work because you've got to fly to, like, well, maybe you'll get 2 at a site, so there's at least 8 different sites that I'd gone to and started scanning. And it broke. It broke. I lost all my data. They weren't there. So this was maybe a week after it had come out, and I sent in a thing to Frontier support ticket, and I waited, and I waited 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And I didn't know if I had to leave the place. I didn't know if I had to, you know, go and get the mission again, which meant I would have had to do all the work again. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't know if it was still broke. And apparently I wasn't the only one. There was lots of other people, you know. And then I heard of somebody else that they weren't giving people their data back. They were like recompensing them, so they were like giving them like maybe 30 million to say sorry. Yeah, and I was like, I don't want 30 million, I want my bloody data back. Yeah, it took me bloody ages to get all those. Yeah, so in the end I flew away for maybe like 2 weeks or so, and I was livid. I was furious because you know, they still not got back to me now. They never got back to my ticket. They never got back to me and told me what was going on. I had to hear it through somebody else on a forum. Yeah, as to what was actually happening. I was furious. So there was a lot of negativity going on in the Magpie Mafia and Elite at the time because everybody was finding that things was broke. Yeah, but that was the thing that I had a problem with in Beyond, was that I'd spent all that time doing all that work and I lost it all disappeared, and it was never restored. So I had to go away. I was away for maybe 2 or 3 weeks doing other stuff, like trying to cheer myself up. And then I came back and completed them. I had to go and get tissue samples from the Thargoids. But when they fixed it, I found out that in fact it wasn't even all of the mission. What was really confusing to me was that some people were doing it. Some people were actually doing the mission. And I would have been one of the first people to get all 28 if it hadn't have fucking broken. So that pissed me off even more, because for the first time in the game I was doing, you know, I was right at the bleeding edge of lore revealing, you know. It was cool, because I remember going on DJ Truthsayer's stream and reading out what I'd got already, and he was like, wow, you know, this is great, new lore in the game, fantastic, you know. And yeah, oh, I was so gutted, you know. Jess! I mean, Steve, we say that, you know, but I mean, the good thing is I spent a lot of time out there, like 2 weeks out there. Think about it, 2 weeks of just playing around, and believe me, I got all the Guardian blueprints. I got all the Guardian tech. Yeah, I was so quick with doing the puzzle. I could do the puzzle in 9 minutes and 14 seconds. Yeah, I was fast at doing that puzzle. Yeah. You don't get on with him? What, does he not like you, Steve? I'm meeting him in November. I'm going to a convention, a science fiction convention called Fantasticon, and he's going to be there. I'm going to get to meet him. Have I taken on one? I have attacked and you are Rax Zenith. What? I don't understand. Sorry, Steve. Have I taken on a Doomflower? Yes, I have. Yes, I had to, because I had to get tissue samples from them. So I took on a Cyclops, a Basilisk, and a Medusa in a Python just to get tissue samples. Oh, Jess, sorry, I didn't see your question. Sorry, what is Tim? Okay, so Tin Hattery is when you theorize about lore stuff in the game. So where did the Thargoids come from? You know, that kind of stuff, you know. Yes, because it's conspiracy theories. That's what we're doing. That's what we're coming up with, Jess. So the conspiracy theory right now that we're covering is we're actively searching for Raxel, Jess. That's what we're doing now. That is what I am doing in the game. Yeah. So the last sort of 2 or 3 streams have been about me mapping the bubble and really taking a look at things, you know. You found that DJ's one-way minded? I don't know if I agree with that. He's open to a lot of things. And he does just as much Tin Harry as I do. Okay, here we go. We're in another place. Are we going to get some more searching? Oh yeah, we'll do this one as well. Might as well in the way. Oh, mate, yeah, you've seen the sort of stuff I get up to. You know, if I could do what was it? 8? No, it was more like 9, 10 streams of fighting little ships in compromised nav beacon just to get triple elite. Believe me. Yeah. Insanity? Oh, I don't know about that. We all have to be a little mad, mate, just to play this game. S-Jam, anytime you want to do stuff, mate, you just give me a shout, yeah? Anytime you want to fly, you can fly in my wing anytime, S-Jam. It's good to see you too. You take care, alright? Quedely is... I want to do some CQC, Jess. Yeah? Would anybody be up for CQC at some point? Yeah? Anybody want to give it a shot? I quite like the idea of doing it. I'm in lots of different communities, and you know, and I know that one of the communities I'm in, which is the one that Flimsy and Silence Duality are in, the Void. I'll put a link to their Discord in a moment. They do CQC. They have dedicated CQC nights. So I've been thinking about doing stuff. I think other guys in the Void. He's an active part of the Void. Let's see if we can get their Discord details. Give me a moment. There we go. There you go, there's the Void. Take a look at their stuff. Yeah, Get yourself with a great little community in the void. There you go, other guys just answered. So they use CQC every Wednesday, so they're actively in void now. I want to do some stuff with them at some point, so that'll be fun. But not necessarily to get quad elite, I stress, Jess. There we go. Okay. What am I doing? Slowing down for no reason. So the question arises as to whether or not elsewhere in the universe there are other CIEP or SEEP pilots who are part of the Dark Wheel. Jesse's up for CQC. My only gripe with CQC is that you go on there, and then there's these guys who are like rank 900, yeah, and they just come in there and just own you. But I guess that's why the problem is, because there's not enough people playing it, so they can't match you with similar people, you know. Oh, it is dark. It's very dark. Well, Steve, you know what, right? I'm gonna be a little bit negative again now. So prepare yourself. I'm steadily getting frustrated. You know, I'll show you why. Yeah, I'll show you why. This is what's frustrating me. This is frustrating me. Okay? You know, I can go. They can tell you in these things in Galnet. Oh, such a place, and stuff is happening here, there, and everywhere. You know, you can go to these stations and these places, yeah, that they talk about in these Galnet articles, yeah. And can you actually make a difference? Can you go and be a part of any of this? No, you bloody well can't. And that annoys me so much, yeah. Because I've tried. I've gone to all the League of Reparation places where all the murders have happened, and can I do anything when I'm there? No, because there's nothing there. There's nothing for me to see. There's nothing for me to be a part of. You know, and I think to myself, am I missing the plot? Is there something I've not seen? You know, that I need to go and do. So I really need to ask the question. You know, this is why I was asking the question: do people think that Rakeil is there? You know, all this stuff, all this legend, all this theory, is it actually there in the game? Because if they can't even bloody put something in that they're weekly updating, yeah, in the game, then why the hell would they do something for Rakeil? You know. So it begs the question, you know, but you got to have hope and you got to be positive. You know, you got to, you know, if they do reveal something, I'll tell you what, I'll have this place mapped out and I'll know, you know, because I've got all this information here now. Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Well, for me, that's what's missing. I've had this conversation with Kaithina. You know, to talk about the Q4 update, yeah? So, the conversation we had went something like this, Steve, okay? So the Q4 update's coming out. What are we getting in Q4 update? We're getting changes to mining, changes to exploration with probes, and we're getting codexes, and maybe some other stuff too. Oh yeah, we're getting bigger guns. Yeah, bigger Guardian guns. Okay? So, now let's see that from a point of view of another game. Let's take, for example, Diablo. Okay, let's talk about Diablo 3. So I love Diablo. Yeah, I loved Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo Lord of Destruction expansion pack. I adored it. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's no communication there, Kaithina. It's as simple as that. You're right. There's no link connection between the two, and that has frustrated the hell out of me. Which is why I'm seriously thinking about going on the forum and not ranting, but making a strong suggestion. You know? Yeah, there should definitely be some reward to doing it. That's for sure, Jess. Yeah? You know? There's I'm just trying to look it up now. Powers! Good to see you, my friend. I'm just looking for this motivational thing. Where is it? That's it. No, no. Anyway, I'm looking at so I'm trying to look stuff up whilst I'm flying, and that's not working, is it? Let's be honest. Let's go back to the game. So it's about motivation for me. Motivation. How do you motivate somebody? You reward them, and we're not getting that. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. So okay, we're going to go to the next system now.
Frameshift drive charging.
That was fun. Oh, Shredz, I know, mate. I do them. I do the missions there, mate. I'm fully allied with them. I'm fully allied with everybody at Jameson's. And they used to give you missions specifically about Elite, about Rakeil as well. Did you know that? They used to give you missions where you had to go and get these things called map crystals, which is even more of a reason why I think that Rakeil is not in the map, you know? Look at that. Steve's backing me up there. Okay, what have we got here? Oh my god, there's loads of places to explore. Okay, we're going to have a really good time exploring this, and then we'll head on to Sunjon. I'm thinking, maybe it is. Maybe it's locked behind a permit lock system. Yeah, you know. Yeah, but you know what? This isn't ranting. What I like about this is that people are coming up with options and solutions to the problem. Yeah. At the end of the day, what motivation is there for you to become elite? And that's what it comes down to. What motivation is there in the game for you to become triple elite? Other than turn around and going, hey, I became triple elite. Ahaha, triple elite club. Yeah. You know, whatever. You know. 18 hours, guys. 18 hours in a bloody compromised nav beacon. 18 hours. That's what's required to get from deadly to elite. Elite equals endgame, so we're done now. Felt like 100 hours. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth congratulating Powers because he's just done it. He's just become triple elite. So well done, Powers. Nice clap. There we go. Everybody give Powers a nice round of applause. I give Powers a round of applause because he's managed to do the same thing I did. Well done, mate. Well done. What motivated me to become triple elite? Because I genuinely believe that it unlocks something. I haven't found it yet. You know? I haven't found what it is yet that it unlocks, but I think it does. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think that. Yeah, I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then fine, that's okay. But hey, I'm now triple elite, cool, you know. Hey, Mem. Good to see you. Mem, congratulate Powers. He became a triple elite. Say well done to him. Oh, here we go. I'm going to fly around this.
Fuel scooping.
Can you see that? Oh, that is a controversial suggestion. I'm sorry, you can't have this ship. You're not elite. Oh, that is controversial. Yes, the easiest elite rank to get is trade. Yeah. It's the easiest one to get, Jess. Totally and utterly. Yes, it is, Steve. It is. That is the most difficult one to get, is CQC. But I don't think that CQC is important. I really don't. I think the only thing it gets you is that planet. There's a planet that's not Shinrata, that is Shinra, if you know what I mean. Get a free challenge. Really? Oh, an orbital, here I come! Meow. No way, Powers. There's no way I'm doing CQC as well now. You can screw that, yeah. CQC takes an age. An absolute age to do, yeah? A whole lot more than 18 hours in a compromised nav beacon, believe me. Well, I don't know. Steve, it just seems like something they've brought in. You know, I don't see what importance or what relevance it has to anything in the game. You know, if it unlocked something, then that's great. And the only thing it unlocks is that planet. So, you know. Yeah, you get a bit. You get one of them elite birds. Yeah, and underneath it has waste of fucking time in Latin. What's Latin for waste of fucking time? Challenger will be a medium vessel. Really? It links to... Steve, are you having me on here? It actually links to the club? Where does it say that? Find me that. Find me that so I can have a look. Tiempo perdido, really? That's Latin for waste of fucking time. Oh, no bad words. Okay then. Well, they say this about a lot of stations, don't they? And then, do you know what? If you go to some of the stations, they do have custom skins on them. Yeah, I know that Jax does. And if you go to the headquarters of Aisling Duval, she's got a great big banner underneath, doesn't she? So, you know. Pinche tiempo perdido. Okay, then, right. Nice one, Jess. Show off. I agree with you, man. The only reason why CQC exists is because you come on, you want to have a few a little bit of PvP fun in an arena, off you go. No, I think there's a place for it, Powers. Yeah. You know, I think there's genuinely a place for CQC. People just want a quick game, you know? It's there for that. That's why it exists. But it doesn't have any relevance upon the lore of the game, from my point of view. You know? And it shouldn't, really. The problem is do anything else that we do in the game have any relevance in the lore of the game? Because it bloody well doesn't at the moment. That's the annoying thing. You know? Well, they did, but only because they look nice and they're cool. There's no other reason. Oh, okay, right, hold on. So, okay. So, that's fine. Really? Yeah, but that's from the wiki, mate. We don't know if that's, you know, how much of that is true. Yeah? The wiki isn't run by Frontier, you know. And if they are looking for the humanity's best combat pilots, why has nobody posted up and said, oh my god, I just went on and became elite through CQC, and I got this message that told me to go here, and now I've got 20 ships I never had before. No, Steve, that's not true. Where have you read that? That is not what the Codex is. The Codex is something completely different. I think you might be misunderstanding what the Codex is supposed to be. You're damn right, Powers. I'd do if that was there, you know. What? No. No. No, Steve. No. I've not seen that. Okay, I've not seen that at all, mate. I'll tell you what the Codex is, if you want to know what it is. So, do you know, like what I'm doing now? Yeah, is going around exploring. That's what the Codex does. It just logs everything you do. Yeah? So everything, every place you go to, every tourist thing that you click on, because remember, you only get 30 days saved on these messages. Yeah? That's what the Codex will do. Yeah? The Codex has nothing to do with the wiki. The Codex is generated by your exploration. So it will tell you where you've been, because at the moment, it's very difficult for me to go, oh, well, I know that I've been out there and found planets that other people haven't found before and they've got my name against them. Yeah. Yeah, it'll do all that, Jess. You know, it's mainly for exploration, but yeah. Just half-ass it from the internet, maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the point. That's the point of the codex, is that you're able to look back at things you've done, you know, and it'll allow you to have more information on your bookmarks and things like that. That's what the codex is going to be. Yeah. So take a look at some of the stuff that's out there, like you know, what's it called, Captain's Log and stuff like that. That's kind of what the codex will do. Yeah. Okay, Steve, you take care, my friend. The codex is coming in Q4, Powers. That's what they've told us. Right, I'm going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Okay, I'm back. A nice cup of tea. What are we all talking about? Bacon? Really? Is that the conversation? Kreid's here? Kreid, are you there? It's Baconton Hattery. Hey Kreid! Long time no speak. Well, long time no see on my stream, that's for sure. So everybody, Kreid's a content creator just like me. And he used to do some videos. I'm sure he'll be streaming again soon, maybe, if he can be bothered installing the right things. The link to his channel is in the description of this video. Get yourself over there. Also, link to the Magpie Mafia Discord that Kreid set up. So, fantastic. Oh, he's retired? No, don't give us that, Kreid. Come on. Get back on YouTube. Kreid, would you believe it or not? But we are actually actively searching for the planet, the place. All of this is part of me looking for Rakeil. We've done our research. We've done our research. We've found lots of mysteries and things. So now we're having a really good look round. You know. Places that we think it might be. That's what I'm doing. I'm having a look. I'm having a proper investigation. This is just one of the leads I've got. I have another lead, which I'm going to be following, that Powers and I have come to the conclusion might be a genuine lead. And it's to do with who invented or who came up with the whole idea of Rakeil. You know. It could be Kreid, it could be. But I want to make sure that I've unticked as many different places. I mean, at the end of the day, if I don't find anything, then that's fine. But at least I'm getting something out of it. I'm mapping all these places. They're all going to be in my, you know, my codex, so to speak. You know, it'll be done, no problems. And you know, it's a little bit of experience for me when I go out there and start exploring. So, you know, there's always double things to what I do, and I've done a lot of combat recently as well, so you know, I'm due a little bit of exploration. That's the problem though, Jess. That's the problem. I don't know if they have been discovered. I don't know, and I don't even know if it's worth following up. I don't know, Jess, but we won't know until we go and do it, will we? Yeah. I'm not out far out at all, mate. I'm still in the bubble. I'm round Sunil, so I'm looking around Sunil at the moment because of a book called "And Hear the Wheel." I did a book called "And Hear the Wheel," which is official law, it mentions Soontil and what Soontil is. So we're around Soontil at the moment. Look, we got one jump to go before we get there. And we're just doing a little bit of scanning and exploration around the system. You gotta remember, mate, these aren't leads that anybody's give us. We've had to look for these. We've had to research them, Jess. Yeah? Yep, they have relics. In fact, when you listen to the description of the relic, they sound very Guardian in nature. They have pictograms on them. I feel like a relic sometimes. Does that count? I love that powers. Come on, Kreid! Come on! Look at it! Look at the here. Look at the beauty. The beauty of elite. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Da, da, da. Da 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 dun 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 da da. Come on, Kreid, join us. Journey with us, Kreid. On to the stars. Oh no, he's definitely not coming back. Come back to the dark side. We have cutters. The dark side, an equal opportunities company. Persuade him, man. Persuade him. If I find Rakeil, mate, I don't know if I'd get any big prize, but I'd certainly get a lot of recognition. Yeah, I think that's why people hunt for these things. Yeah, you know, if I find it, you know. Yeah, but I don't want to do it because of that. I want to do it because it's something to do in the game. Do you know, even if somebody else found it, I'd still go and find it. I'd still go and look myself. Yeah, you know. Powers and I have had long conversations about this. Yeah. And, you know, Powers, I'm just waiting on you. Get your exploration ship sorted, mate, and then we'll do it. We'll go and have a look. We got a plan, haven't we, Powers? We've got a plan. Yeah, man. Sit your ass up, and then we'll go and have a look. I should be good for this weekend. I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend. I got nothing on my schedule. Should we do a special Rakeil stream? Yeah? And tell everybody our theory? What do you reckon? A special laxeraxlative edition. Oh dear me. No, we're not going to title it that, Jess. Yeah. We might put it the search for Rakeil, yeah, and we'll put it what our theory is, and we'll go and have a look. We'll go and see what's going on. Blaming it on Steve. Do the shaken racks and bring the freshness back. I like it. Blame it on Patton? No, not at all. No. Well, we were discussing something about Robert Holdstock, who is the guy who wrote the original Dark Wheel story, and he is the guy who came up with the concept of Rakeil. Yeah. So we were discussing him, and we've kind of find out what sort of guy he is. So Robert Holdstock is a guy who's into Celtic and mythology and these kind of things. In fact, his other books were all Celtic Arthurian legend books. So he's kind of got that whole New Age thing about him. Well, he did before he died. So, based on that, we had to look into some things to do with New Ageness and stuff like that, and we found something. So, yeah, we're going to have a look, you know. It's one of many different theories that are out there. Come on, gonna get all this place fully investigated, fully scanned. Me powers, yes. Here we go. Let's get this place investigated and scanned. So that's in my map too. There we go. Here we go, another one gone. Right, that's that scanned. Almost done now. Oh, one more place. There we go. Okay. So let's have a look at this in the system map. Let's take a look. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's head to Sunto.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of fuel scooping. Let's look at that. There we go. Let's go to the system map. Right.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, here we go. We're going to go to Suntal 1. Jess, I just zone out, mate. I just zone out. Oh, well, the truth is, Steve, you know, we were talking about things, possible information, and Powers mentioned some conversations he'd had with you. And we kind of came to the same conclusion because of what I knew about Robert Holdstock, and I was trying to get into the head of Robert Holdstock and trying to understand what he's all about. And numerology might have a lot to do with it. So it wouldn't be the first time that they've not done that in Elite, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. There we go. So this is really what this piece of information here on this is really what sparked all this investigation off today. This is rumored to be the site of the CIEP. So that's Circle for Independent Elite Pilots Base. Some stories claimed a combined human Thargoid project took place here. So yeah. That's good to know, Steve. It's good that we're flying in the same direction, sort of, mate. You know what I mean? Okay, there we go. So that's so according to that, oh, excuse me, Sneezing away there. Okay. Okay, here we go. What are we looking at here? There we go, that's it. That planet there. So this is supposed to be the planet that had the CIEP base on it. But it got blown up in the book. It gets blown up. It gets turned into volcano. And it turns into a volcanic world. And this is only about 10 years ago as far as the law is concerned. Yeah, this is like what, 2990, 20, sorry, 3295, 3295. So it's only about what, 9-10 years ago? This when this is supposed to have happened. Who knows? And what they're saying is on the forums is that might not be Suntal. Suntal might be over here. They're saying that one of these could be Suntal here. So we've got some atmospheric places here that we can take a look at. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's the Goldilocks zone? Does anybody know off the top of their head? So we're going to go on over here and have a look at this.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We got you, Kreid. You're in. You're in. You're back. Da 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 da. Fishtain. Welcome back, Kreid. Now get grinding for your guardian weapons. Start gathering them materials. Oh, dearie me. Right. It's going to be slow. Very slow braking period. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Getting a little nearer to Suntal now. Having done everything I've done, Powers, oh my God, no. No way would I want to reset. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to be having a really good look at these now. Oh mate, if I lost everything, Jess, I wouldn't be playing Elite anymore. Okay, here we go. Soon till 4. So this is what the forums reckon might actually be where one of these planets around here might have actually been where the base actually was. So this is speculation now. We're in the world of Tin Hattery right now. So, what's this? A rocky world with little or no... Okay. So maybe we should take a look at some of these planets. Look at that one. I like that one. Look at that. That's cool. Look, it's got ice and everything. That's great. Okay, Powers, you take care, my friend. Wow, these are cool. Okay, I think we're gonna have a look at some of these. Oh, look at that one. Look, it's got a big asteroid thing there. That's cool. I suppose so, Jess, but it's just the grind to do it, mate. That's the problem.
Orbital flight engaged. There is going to be paid content at some point. So you will have to buy like another season pass or whatever you want to call it. The only thing that concerns me about it is that the last time that he made us pay for anything,
it was the whole idea that we could land on planets. It was horizons. And we could land on planets and do stuff. Now, I would like to think that if we're going to pay again, we should have something equally as good. Maybe atmospheric landings? Or dare I say it? Dare I even suggest space legs? I think we're too far away for space legs, aren't we? You know. Oh, look at this mountain. This mountain's cool. I'm sorry, Kreid. I did. I said it. I'm sorry. And you're right, Katina. You can't really justify it. You can't, you know. I mean, I know they got to make money. Okay, I get it. They got to make money, but you know, atmospheric effects are coming, mem, which is a step closer to atmospheric landing, but you know. But I mean, the other thing as well is no, there is. Just we're getting ice planets and things like that. Atmospheric effects are happening, you know. But we're not getting atmospheric landings. The other thing I've heard as well is, apparently, Rax said it in the search of Raxel. Apparently, when they were at LaveCon, somebody asked them about the moon, about whether or not we'd ever be able to land on the moon, and Samako had one of his I'm not really allowed to talk about that moments. Now, I knew there was something going on with the moon because somebody said something to me a while back who was in the know about the moon and about how they were having a bit of a scaling problem over what is on there. And yeah, so I think at some point we're going to be allowed on the moon and we'll be able to see some things that are on there. I'd love to be able to go and see, you know, the spaceships that have landed there, you know. Look at this bloody great big mountain. This is cool. Where's Raxley, you stupid piece of rock? Oh, God, can you imagine that? Can you imagine having to pay for all the unlocked places, all the permit places? Oh, Shredz, that would be murder. I think I know what's on Lave 2. I've not heard from him in a while, Kreid. But he does come on and say hello. Maybe about a month ago I heard from him. What? Oh, it's behind me. Okay. Yes, me too. Me too, Kreid. He does come on and say hello. Okay. Right, I think we're going to land. Or attempt to.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he does. He comes on, mate. He explores. He's like something stupid, like 28,000 light years out or something. There we go. Do you know what, Shredz? I don't believe that. I think that points of interest are purely random and purely generated sequentially via that RNGs that we all love. So yeah, you know. Maybe, Jess, maybe that's something we'll get at some point. It's certainly heading in that direction because of the fleet carriers that are coming in Q4. So you know, that's yet to be seen. We just don't know, mate. Is the answer? You know, it's as simple as that. Excuse me. So so yeah, I'm not going to be able to stream now for the rest of the week, but I might be on Saturday because me and Powers might go and have a look and see if we can find Rakeil somewhere else. If you want to get hold of me, you see me online, but more than welcome to just add me as a friend. Commander Baron von Zoomski, there I am. It's as simple as that. Just search me up, click add friend, and off you go. If you want to fly with me, just drop me a message either in-game or via one of my Discord servers that I spend most of my time in. I spend most of my time in either my Discord server, the Magpie Mafia Discord server, or Ineffectual Gaming server, Discord server. The details of which are all in the description of this video. Also below that is some links to some really good content creators like Kreid and Shredz as well. Shredz channels on there as well. Get yourself over there, subscribe to their channels, and watch some of the content they create. Simple as that, really. No problem, Steve. Fly with you anytime, mate. Oh, that's nice of you, Jess. Well, that's gonna one day, Jess, they'll flick that switch, and we'll all be able to fly together. One day they will do that. Yeah, you know, it's as simple as that. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. If you've not done so already, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does wonders for my ego, as well as awfully doing an awful lot for the channel itself. Remember though, we might on Saturday go and take a look somewhere else for Rakeil, so keep an eye out. Probably same sort of time-ish. Depends on Powers, really. Might be a bit later on, I don't know yet. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on, you know. So on that note, take care, Commanders, and remember, no matter how difficult it may be finding these places, remember that they will never, ever, no matter how hard they try, they will never take the skies from us.